It's early in the morning, and you're sipping your favorite coffee while strolling through messages, when suddenly you're hit with words that feel like a splash of cold water. Whether it's a harsh comment or an unkind gesture, toxic people can make your day seem a bit less bright. However, how you respond to them can entirely shift the dynamics. Have you ever noticed how a single negative comment can linger in your thoughts longer than a compliment? It's like a stain on your favorite shirt that refuses to wash out. But here's where your power lies. You can choose not to let it ruin your day or your shirt. It's important to understand that these harsh moments reflect less about you and more about the other person's internal battles and insecurities. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius offered a timeless piece of wisdom. He said that when another person blames you, hates you, or voices similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety, and that they should not hold any particular opinion about you. This perspective invites us to look beyond surface interactions and understand the deeper motivations behind others' actions. This moment of confrontation with negativity also presents a unique opportunity for self-reflection. So I challenge you to dive inward, stripping away the layers of expectations and societal masks. What truths about yourself have been shadowed by others' judgments? Are you allowing someone else's negativity to define your day or your worth? Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together, finding strategies to not only deal with toxic individuals, but also to strengthen our sense of self. 1. Self-awareness. You've likely met someone in your life who just seems to push all the wrong buttons, right? We often call these people toxic because they spread negativity like a cloud of smoke, making it hard to see clearly. But what if I told you there's a way to clear the air and navigate through this smoke without losing your way? It all starts with self-awareness. Just like knowing you're allergic to smoke makes you avoid it, understanding your responses to toxic people can empower you to keep your distance emotionally. It reminds me of a lesson from an old fencing master who taught his students that the real skill in fencing wasn't just in attacking, but in knowing precisely when to dodge. Each time a toxic person lashes out, picture yourself executing a perfect sidestep. You don't absorb the blow because you know your boundaries and respect them enough not to let anyone cross. This doesn't require anger or a counterattack, just a quiet, unshakable knowledge of who you are. Now, turning this understanding into a part of your daily life isn't as hard as you might think. Consider it like tying your shoes. In the beginning, it's something you must focus on, but eventually it becomes second nature. When dealing with negativity, take a step back and ask yourself, why does this bother me? Or what can I learn from this? These questions aren't about making excuses for others, but about reinforcing your mental fortitude. Take a moment to understand that this path will not be free of obstacles. Self-awareness and navigating through the smoke of others' negativity is no fairy tale. There will be days when it feels easier to just react, to throw back what was thrown at you. But that's a fleeting victory, one that feels hollow because it betrays who you are. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, remember, you're not doing it because it's the easy choice, because it's the right one for you. This is about building a fortress within yourself, not from arrogance, but from a place of strength and calm. It's not about ignoring the negativity, but acknowledging it without letting it define your actions. So, embrace the challenge. It sharpens you, makes you more resilient, and in the long run, undeniably stronger. 2. Forgiveness and memory. Turn your gaze toward the sky. Do you notice how stars shine bright, despite the encircling darkness? Think of these stars as people who add value to your life, illuminating your path with understanding and empathy. On the other hand, you may come across black holes, a representation of toxic individuals who pull you into their darkness, stripping you of your joy and energy. Now comes the question, is there a way to navigate this cosmic dance of relationships without getting sucked into these black holes? Picture yourself as a spaceship, fueled not by hydrogen but courage and wisdom. This courage is your forgiveness, power cell that absolves people of their faults and lets you soar higher than any toxic influence. It frees you from the weight of resentment that ties you to painful memories and grudges. However, just like every spaceship needs a navigational system, your memory is your guide to life's lessons. It reminds you when to take a detour when there's a known black hole in your flight path. Our past experiences with toxicity are not chains that bind us. They are rather points on a star map guiding us towards safer orbits. Every lesson learned from dealing with a toxic individual, every overwhelming emotion felt, becomes a beacon reminding us what to avoid and shaping our interactions. This combination of forgiveness and memory is the compass that guides us through the complex constellation of relationships. With that in mind, I invite you to reflect on your journey through this celestial dance of relationships. Who brings out the best in you like the brilliance of a star, and from whom do you need to steer clear like a black hole? Use your forgiveness as fuel that propels you forward, and let your memory help you navigate to avoid repeating the same pattern in the dance of relationships. In this intricate ballet of life, let us strive to be the spaceship that forges its path through cosmic chaos with refined grace driven by the power of forgiveness and guided by the wisdom of memory. 3. Navigating through life surrounded by toxic individuals can feel like walking in a dense fog. It's easy to lose sight of where you're headed, and every step feels uncertain. However, there's a way to clear the fog, and it starts from within, through the strength of emotional stability cultivated by Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us that emotional stability is key, and that we can achieve it by recognizing that the only thing we can truly control is how we respond to the outside world. Rather than trying to control things that are beyond our control, we focus on how we react to the situation. This doesn't mean we should be indifferent or cold, it means we should be calm and rational. When faced with toxicity, instead of engaging in the drama, we pause and take a step back. This allows us to breathe, think, and then act from a place of rational calmness. We shift our focus from what's happening around us to how we're going to let it affect our inner peace. To achieve this, we practice mindfulness. Mindfulness lets us detach from the situation and observe the chaos without getting sucked in. It's not about ignoring the toxicity, but acknowledging it without letting it dictate our peace. We realize that much like clouds in the sky, these moments will pass. The next time you find yourself during negativity, remember that you're the architect of your peace. Build it strong. 4. Imagine stepping into a world where every interaction you have is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your day. Some strokes are vibrant and uplifting, enhancing the beauty of your existence. Then, there are those strokes, dark, heavy, and inconsistent, left by toxic people in your life. These interactions don't just leave a mark. They alter the entire masterpiece of your day, your mood, and even your self-perception. Think about ancient Stoics. They were masters of their minds, not by avoiding adversity, but by fortifying their inner walls. They knew that not every opinion, critique, or negative energy deserved their attention. What if I told you that dealing with toxic people could be approached with the same stoicism? It's not about building an impenetrable wall, but about choosing which gates to open and when. This selective openness doesn't make you less of a person. It makes you a curator of your peace. Picture your energy as a limited, precious resource, like water in a desert. Every interaction you take part in is like giving a drop of that water away. Now, would you rather give it to someone who plants seeds in your desert, making it bloom, or to someone who lets it evaporate under the scornful sun? Setting boundaries is about investing your energy wisely, not with arrogance or disdain, but with the calm resolve of a Stoic who knows their worth and the value of their time. It's about calmly communicating. This is where I draw the line because your peace is not up for negotiation. So let's move forward with this mindset. View each day as an opportunity to paint your masterpiece, to invest your energy where it grows wonders. Remember, respecting yourself enough to set boundaries is not an act of aggression. It's an act of self-respect and wisdom. Start today, not by cutting people out, but by delineating where your garden ends and the wild begins, and watch how the landscape of your life transforms. If this video resonates with you, let us know in the comments and give it a like to spread its message. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more insights. 5. Have you ever been in the company of someone whose negative energy seems to drag you down? Dealing with toxic people can be challenging, but what if we look inward and explore the idea of energy intelligence to navigate these situations? Think of your energy as a protective barrier, like an ancient city wall that shields you from negativity. You have the power to choose how you react and engage with energy-draining individuals. Responding with patience, understanding, or not engaging at all can be your super fuel. optimizing your emotional well-being and keeping you on a steady course. This isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about making choices that align with your peace and creating a space around you that is grounded and unshakable. Like a tree deeply rooted in the earth, you are immovable, not because the wind doesn't blow around you, but because you've mastered the art of bending and swaying with it without breaking. This strength and flexibility disarm toxic energy, leaving it no choice but to dissipate or move along. Take a moment to think about how you've been managing your energy in the face of adversity. How have you responded when overwhelmed by someone else's negativity? Did you let their storm cloud your sky, or did you shine even brighter, guiding both of you back to calm? This journey isn't about becoming unaffected. It's about recognizing that within you lies a reservoir of strength and wisdom, ready to face any challenge that comes your way. Remember the power you hold and use your energy intelligence to protect your peace and light the way for others. The real test of your inner strength isn't how you avoid the storm, but how you dance in the rain. 6. When you set your eyes on a goal, it can feel like you're on a clear path. However, encountering negativity or toxic people can throw you off. Instead of getting caught up in fruitless debates or trying to validate your ambitions, it's important to focus on what's within your control. Take the story of Jordan, for example. Despite skepticism from friends and family about starting a small online business, Jordan concentrated on refining his skills, broadening his knowledge, and building his business one step at a time. We can learn from Jordan's journey by steadfastly believing in our vision and refusing to let negativity derail our path. Managing our response to toxic people requires finesse. The Stoics focused on what's within our control, recognizing that we can't alter others. It's about maintaining a mental barrier to prevent negativity from clouding our judgment or spirits. When facing skepticism or negativity, redirect your energy into fortifying your path. Offer a smile and a nod and carry on with your endeavors. Embrace Stoicism, focus on your actions, enjoy the process, and allow the negativity to become a mere whisper in the background. Remember, it's your journey, and you're the sole navigator of your path. 7. Sometimes we come across people who seem to challenge our inner peace in every possible way. These individuals can make us feel as if we are stuck in quicksand, sinking deeper into frustration or anger as we struggle to maintain our calm. Dealing with toxic people is a test of our patience and our ability to practice stoicism. However, seeking support in these situations doesn't show weakness, it reveals wisdom. Sharing our struggles with someone who understands can light up paths that we didn't see before, much like a single candle can break the darkness. Those who offer support to us are not fighting our battles for us, but rather adding strength to our resolve by reminding us of the power of our mental fortitude. Having a wise elder in our corner, offering advice drawn from a well of experience, is invaluable support that can help us navigate through toxic situations with grace. To harness the Stoic strength within us, we need to recognize when external perspectives can help us. We must understand that while we can't control the actions of others, we can control our reactions to them. Through the art of Stoicism, we learn to detach and see the situation from a higher perspective, like zooming out on a map to find alternative routes we might have missed. Seeking support allows us the space to breathe, reflect, and choose our responses carefully, ensuring that they align with our values and sense of peace. So take a moment to think about your own encounters with challenging individuals and remember that seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's important to consider seeking support during challenging times instead of relying solely on your own strength. This is especially true when dealing with toxic people. The way we talk to ourselves about the situation can be either our armor or our Achilles heel. Just like a garden, our minds need to be filled with seeds of strength and resilience. Negative thoughts will only create weeds that choke out the good. However, walking away isn't always an option. This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can help. It's not about what happens to us, but how we react to it. True strength is found in our reactions. When dealing with someone else's negative influence, it's important to monitor the conversations we have with ourselves. Instead of asking why we have to deal with it, we should consider how we can grow stronger from the encounter. This can cultivate resilience, empathy, or the courage to uphold our boundaries. Changing our viewpoint is not just playing with words. It's reclaiming our power and another tool at our disposal. Detachment is a powerful tool that helps us wisely choose where to put our energy without being cold or uncaring. We can imagine negative comments as arrows, but if we have a strong sense of self-worth, those arrows cannot harm us. Although we may feel the sting of negativity at times, we should remember that we have the power to control our reactions and not let negativity affect us. It is important to reflect on how often we let external negativity influence our self-talk. We should know our worth, understand that our reaction is our power, and sometimes choose not to give away our peace. Stoicism is not about living an emotionless life, but rather it is about choosing which battles are worth fighting for. We have control over ourselves, but we may encounter toxic people that can make us feel uncertain and heavy. To handle such people, we need to adopt a solution-oriented mindset rooted in the principles of Stoicism. We can transform these interactions into opportunities for personal growth and emotional intelligence. Flipping the script on toxic encounters requires creativity and strategic thinking. We need to anticipate reactions without getting emotionally entangled, listen more than we speak, and respond calmly. This strategic creativity enables us to maintain our peace and not get pulled into chaos. Adaptability is crucial in these situations. We should remain true to our values while interacting with difficult personalities. It is like being a tree firm in our roots yet flexible in the wind. You sway but do not break when faced with the gales of toxicity. This resilience strengthens your character and equips you with the tools to face any storm. I'm inviting you now to reflect. When you encounter negativity or manipulation, how do you respond? It's important to remember that while you can't control the presence of toxic people in your life, you do have control over how you react to them. By adopting a stoic, solution-oriented mindset, you can avoid the pitfalls of negativity and actively shape a life of peace, resilience, and dignity. Remember, it's not the obstacles we face that define us, but how we overcome them in the grand scheme of things. 10. Choosing your battles wisely is important in today's world. Don't react to every conflict you encounter, but spend your energy on the ones that matter. Toxic people often seek reactions, so by not engaging, you're taking the wind out of their sails. Try shifting from confrontation to conversation and practice patience. Remember that being stoic isn't about being emotionless. It's about not letting your emotions control you. Choose where to focus your energy, knowing that not every battle is worth fighting. 11. As humans, we often find ourselves in situations where a simple conversation can quickly become a heated argument. However, not every spark has to turn into a fire, especially when dealing with toxic people. In such cases, recognizing the concept of false cordiality can be your fire extinguisher. False cordiality is when someone pretends to be on your side while secretly planning to work against you. You can detect it by observing body language, which often reveals insincerity. For example, a smile that doesn't reach the eyes or crossed arms can be telltale signs of hidden agendas. It's essential to pay attention to what's not being said in such situations. The tone of someone's voice or an awkward laugh can reveal more than words ever could. These nuances of communication are like invisible threads pulling at your intuition, tugging you toward the realization that all is not as it seems. Consistent actions reveal a person's true character. On the other hand, behavior that changes depending on who's watching is a red flag. It's essential to observe these patterns, for in the realm of human interactions, consistency is king. Being able to sift through the facades of false cordiality is not just about safeguarding yourself against toxic relationships. It's also about cultivating an environment where authentic relationships can flourish. It's important to be a beacon of authenticity in a sea of pretense, guiding others towards genuine connections. So next time you sense that something's off, trust your gut, pay attention to the signs, and remember that not every hand extended in friendship is one worth shaking. Guard your peace with the wisdom of Stoicism. Exploring Stoicism can help you handle toxic individuals and lead a more fulfilling life. Join us by hitting the subscribe button, comment, and share the video.